Back to the puck. The puck did well against Viper previously. Razor is still in the pool, of course, as well. Shadow.
I think like Razor would be fine. I think I like something like Razor.
You could put that Razor on. Yeah.
We've even seen no one on a Necrophos.
Necrophos, Sheever.
I mean,
I like.
I didn't make it up.
Yeah,
Well, they've decided.
Okay.
They have decided they are going for Mr. Ursa.
So that might be Lone Druid mid, right? Most likely it's Lone Druid mid. They're gonna put Ursa versus the Tide Hunter, or at least that's how they're gonna try and laning. Perhaps even.
Cette PM, elle est. Pourquoi tout le temps je vous dis de la prendre? C'est abusé, regardez ça. Il a failli me tuer comme ça.
I don't think they would do that.
It won't be that great, right? Yeah.
I feel like they're just gonna try lane top at once then with their Spirit and Witch Doctor.
Yeah, they would. So
right.
Ursa versus the Tide. And
Gentlemen, Bulldog, you go first.
I got a little bit angry last game.
Yeah.
Thought that they played, so I don't believe in the back. I
Voilà,
don't believe in Russian back, so I'm just gonna go with EG again. Even though they have he's got pretty good lanes, which is a little bit worrisome, but Viper shouldn't solo die this time around, so he's gonna have a good game, and if Viper has a good game, they're gonna have big issues.
All right, Lizard.
right, Bulldog doesn't believe in Russian bears. I believe in two bears at least. They have the Laundry, they have the Ursa. I'm gonna go with VP again.
This time I'm going to go VP too. I feel like Ursa is one of the only guys that can take out down a Tide Hunter. So, bear on bear action. I've seen it before. Let's go. VP.
I'm thinking, I'm going to go for VP. Come on, we want a third game. This might just be wishful thinking for me, but hey, who doesn't like game 3 between these two teams? By the way, of course, this game again as well. You can vote for your MVP. The commands are here. Make sure to note how every name is written. It's hashtag and then player name in the Twitch chat once the game has actually started. With that being said, it's time for game number 2 of this series. Let's head over to ODPixel and Matuma Man.
Quoi l'espace vif 100 dégâts de plus. Non, je sais pas, mais des fois tu fais des franchement, le pont, ça doit être le truc le plus dur à coder dans le jeu, vraiment. Genre, je sais que H1, j'ai arrêté H1 c'est
Yo, what up, ladies and gentlemen? It's VP versus EG. Game 2 about to kick off. I'm ODPixel. I'm joined by Matuma Man for this one once again. And we're seeing more bears from the VP side. We're getting the Ursa as well as the Lone Druid. And no one's saying, you know, let Ramses, let me show you how it's done. He's going to be the one rocking the man and the bear this time round. Do you like this a little better from VP this time? Is this looking a bit more hopeful?
To be fair, I'm actually siding with my buddy Lone Druid here, Bulldog. I think this is definitely EG's game. I think Lone Druid is a suboptimal hero. I think it's not that strong, even though they buffed him numerous times. It still feels a bit iffy to play this hero. At the same time, I think the game is gonna come down to these early game laning stuff, like if they get the Ursa versus Tide matchup, or if EG is gonna get their tri-lane against the Ursa. I think VP will struggle heavily if EG is gonna aggro the Ursa and the Tide plays 1v1 against Darks here. It's just gonna be a dream setup for EG, and I think they'll snowball the game from that. But, I mean, it all comes down to this for me.
Because I mean that's the thing. If you're EG, you cannot let that Ursa lane against the Tide lane against the Ursa. You have to dodge that. So they will really dodge that.
They really want.
You can't just accept. Or is there a point where you sort of have to have the movements to start? You're starting to play with these musical lanes. You do have to stay with that Tide against the Ursa.
Kinda. If you start on the wrong lanes, you don't really want to walk the whole distance. So a lot of these laning setups is a bit of RNG actually in Dota. Like if you get the lanes or you don't get the lanes like you want, it's weird. Like sometimes the enemy team out-mind games you and you get out-mind gamed, so what can you do? Looks like the BP is actually getting the laning setup they want.
But could we see EG sort of keep the supports up with the Tide, or is that pretty
awful? That is actually interesting too. They could skew the matchup by tri-laning with the Tide and let the Sven solo this matchup. I think that's exactly what they want to do actually.
Because RTZ down in this bottom lane, do you farm pretty much okay down here?
He'll farm pretty good, and I feel like Ursa is not that strong on tri-lanes. He's really strong 1v1s and like these 2v1s. Like if he gets like the shitty melee hero on his lane, he's gonna really destroy him. But tri-lanes are not optimal with this hero.
Yeah, looks like for now they're sort of move it into the dual lane situations with Spirit making his way down towards the bottom. Mid lane matchup, of course, there's Lone Druid versus the Viper. Lone Druid, this is a matchup you're happy?
Yeah, this is pretty Lone Druid favorite matchup, but I feel like Viper will get what he wants from this lane, so it's fine in that sense.
And is there, I mean, obviously yourself as a Viper player, is it, hold that forward bottom lane, did you get the roll in the stun?
Some poking.
Yeah, just a bit of poking. Is there a preference as a Viper player being on the Dire side or the Radiant side? Is one side much better for the access to the jungle, would you say?
Personally, I like Dire more
Yeah.
on Viper, but I feel like it doesn't really matter because you aim for certain strategies with these kind of heroes. So, I mean, Dire jungle is better for Viper because the stacks are more convenient, and Radiant is really hard to get double stack. Like these two big camps that show, like it's really easy to stack them both.
And look up top, Solo is getting run down here by EG. That's going to be first blood for Crit.
Space creative, but it's always dangerous to get first pass to Crit. This man can do amazing.
We saw him last game, you know.
Yeah.
He's on something, Crit, so you've got to watch out for him having a good start because he will have a huge impact. And on his Earth Spirit,
game, on la focus.
that's definitely one of the heroes that we've seen him do it on so many times in the past.
VP is not happy with this laning server right now.
Mais en fait, j'ai pas envie.
Because it feels bad, but it feels good because he's like, well, we got the Earth against the Tide, but Tide's brought his friend.
He has his two bodies with him, and it's like the bottom lane is like...
What do you do if you're
VP?
VP?
I mean, me réhabituer à ma sensi.
The bear can't get in. He can't hit.
One of their actually like these opportunities is they shell the Nyx with level 2 shell and just hit the top lane and like, break the lane.
Il y a des games où j'ai 11 fives, j'ai 4 pads et tout comme ça, j'ai juste à boxer, tu vois, et attendre. Je le fais pas parce que bah mon but là c'est pas de tryhard les games,
gives you an insane amount of kill potential if supports get out of position, as we saw with Solo earlier. He has to be careful. As the pull's being made, Crit's going to be there to block off any interference from VP. As this is just more and more time where Ramses is sort of having to worry about being far away from the creep waves, as S4 is getting all the farm that he could hope for up in that top lane.
He's having the dream game.
As Crit just kiting Ramses around, playing around with the Ursa, making sure that Ramses just can't go and hit creeps.
Arteezy is actually playing this bottom lane really well. He's playing 1v2 and he's getting a decent farm too.
Now we can see with the mid lane matchup, CS-wise, it's as you expected. No one getting the lead.
Favorite, but once Viper hits the jungling spot, it's like he's gonna be fine. And he can always like. The really good thing about Lone Dwarf mid, he can push the mid lane tower. Like if you have like an active mid hero on the enemy side of the team, like when they rotate, you just kill the tower. A Viper, he usually doesn't really want to rotate. He just farms jungle, stacks some creeps for himself. If the Lord pushes in the wave, you just come and put some nether toxin in. It kind of pretty much shuts down the push completely.
We will see now both of the EG supports leaving that top lane. So if VP sort of get wind of this, they'll be able to play a little more aggressive. They have already moved Ramses, and one of the reasons why we do now see Fly on that bottom lane.
Yeah, now they decided they actually need a better lane for this Ursa warrior. Like Ursa is a snowball hero, he needs a good lane, otherwise he's a mediocre hero. Because if he doesn't get these blink timings, and like some people go drums now because they feel like blink, like usually you would get these free kills on position fights, supports. Like nowadays, like they have like annoying stunts and you can't really kill them, so people go drums and bashers and like these kind of items to kind of play like a more like a more normal like carry type of Ursa.
No, for sure. Yeah, the phase drums builders just seem to be much safer to go. As you, if you get that blink rush, I mean, it's all nice to get early.
Yeah, but what happens then? Is like,
yeah, where do you go from there?
You might just bait yourself to death with that item.
Bottom lane, Crit does try for the roll in onto Ramses, but Roger will actually be there to block it off, so Ramses is able to stay safe underneath that tower. So he's starting to get some of the creeps. You know, he's not the core suffering the most at the moment. It is Sumail that's at the bottom of the 6 cores in the map in that unfavorable matchup mid. We'll see his contest around the runes, as EG will be able to grab the 2 down bottom. And S4 got one of the 1 up top, so 3 out of the 4 bounty runes going the way of EG.
Man, I wish I was this tight on her. He's living the life.
He is. And we'll see why, because as I said, a lot of the games we have seen S4 has struggled in a fair few of them, but this time, the lanes as they are, EG's setting him up for some success as the Tide. He's having a very good start.
Yeah, this is the problem with like these kind of like greedy mid-game sports. Like Nyx scales really well and Disruptor is pretty decent, but early game like their presence is not as strong as Witch Doctor and Earth Spirit. There's flat out stronger supports, and if you have the enemy team has stronger supports, they can kind of dictate the lanes as they wish to. Like wherever they go, they'll have impact.
Crit their try for the neutral deny won't happen.
No one on point.
Still time will be drawn away for lane Samael. He's hoping for a nice tasty rune, and he's just going to get haste. See if he can make a move with that, as he does know that Pasha is making the creep cut here. See if with this haste rune they can get some action going, but it looks like they won't try.
Pretty soft kill.
He's just going to go to the jungle.
Yeah, this is the Viper gameplay. Just kill neutral creeps.
Oh, I got a haste rune. I can get to the jungle quicker.
It's so fast. I can farm these creeps, stack these creeps. Whoa.
That's top. I do have the rundown on S4. I'm not just going to get any help. There will be a TP in coming through from the Witch Doctor, but the stack's up too quick from the bear.
That's a really good rotation.
And they're going to get both of these with the body blocks from Roger. Fly will fall. Ramses is being allowed to get the final touch, so a double kill for the bear, allowing VP to propel their Ursa to success. Back towards the mid. No one
is in trouble.
Goes for the TP out. There's nothing to cancel it. We'll be able to make the smart read.
There's actually the classic last hits from Ramses too. He just waits for the kill. Oh, give me this kill.
I mean, they know. I mean, as you say, you've got to make sure this Ursa gets something good out of the start. He's had this struggle with the fact that VP were sort of uncertain where to begin to lane him. They've now found that matchup in a way where he can now start to abuse S4 a little bit. Both got the level 5. And S4, for the moment being, is alone in this lane.
Got the Morbid Mask. It's actually funny, like, people would never buy Morbid Mask on this hero before, but now, like, when the Anchor Smash works with the Ice Tail, it's just funny. It's like people running on with Morbid Mask Fight Armor.
Généralement, quand les gens te mettent favori.
So let's see EG.
Got the Ravage.
See if they want to commit anything more for that. I mean, they won't need to for Roger, just to slap down with the Maledict. That should pop him. Another kill for EG. Ramses backs up towards the jungle. EG will start to send Fly forward for a bit of scouting, see what Ramses is getting up to.
Wants to put the ward down. That might be a too obvious ward. Just wants to get it out.
And we're seeing the power of the Viper as he's well and truly caught up Samael.
Yeah,
back onto 42 CS. You know, the lane matchup didn't matter, as you say.
Yeah, it doesn't really match the net worth. As you can see, since like most of the lone root creeps are from the lane creeps, that give him gold EXP, but Viper has the jungle creeps. Viper really all he needs actually is EXP pretty much to become the Viper. Like his level 10 talent is just insane with all his spells. Like all his spells work with the spell lifesteal that you get 8%. The hero just feels super tanky with this all of a sudden. Like you got sustain, you got everything. Like if you would have the Chen combo with the Viper Chen, this hero just keeps stealing life from people.
Peaceful time for Samael back to the jungle. And looking at the Lone Druid as well, of course, no one he is going for the Midas into, obviously, imagine the Radiance. I feel like sometimes we have seen Lone Druids just go for the Radiance over the Midas. Like, when do you do one situation or the other? What sort of makes that decision for you?
You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to call. I would only go Midas if I got really early, like a 6-5 minute Midas. I feel like otherwise it's kind of...
Yeah, because I feel like we see more success nowadays from just the Radiance Rush.
Yeah, I've talked to Bulldog too about this, and he actually flamed me about going Midas on Lord Druid. So I was like, I was rethinking it to myself, you know, I've always built Midas on the show. Maybe some games I shouldn't buy Midas. So you get faster Radiance.
Yeah, if you get that Radiance a few minutes early, can do something big. Top lane, S4 gets the Ravage out onto the two of them. They look for the setup onto Ramses. Crit will be glimpsed back. Ramses still has the ult to rely on, and he's ready to dive in. He's going to pop forward onto Fly. He just start to back off, making sure that the tower won't continue him after the ult wears off. S4's hunting.
Cutting nicely.
I mean, with this phase boost, he's got the movement speed to get away from S4. Goes for the TP out. Nothing to cancel it anyway if S4 did find him. So Ramses getting that kill, getting out of there. And that was EG using the Ravage. So Ravage is down.
Ravage. You use Ravage to no kills. Oh boy.
And now we're seeing Arteezy do this game. He's still farming all right. We can see that this is a very close opening. 10 minutes in. Every core is on the same level in farm. Bounty runes, though, they are going to go for a piece all to VP. They get them all, that'll be the Midas done on no one.
It's going to be interesting now, since the catapults are spawning and these are very abusable at pushing towers, tier 1s especially. I feel like one or the other teams are going to make a big rotation on these catapults. Usually you want to go for the mid tower with this catapult, because it's really easy to push. It just chips away the tower.
As we can see as well, Samael just having much more of a game this time on his Viper, as he has got the Rod of Atos finished 10 minutes in, a much more respectable timing compared to what he was able to do last game. Top lane S4, glimpse back, setups there, Roger and Ramses run him down.
Easy kill. Trump's finished up on her.
What's the mid lane though? EG, they're able to get in and on top of the lone druid, and no one's not going to get any help. So EG making the quick play. They see that S4 gets gone on top by the 2 supports. They just dive in mid. They know that there's going to be no backup for that lone druid.
A lot of these kind of trades happen in the game since, you know, heroes are in one point. They're killing one hero, so you trade the heroes in a sense.
Arteezy.
That's
Power
a nice deny from Arteezy.
Getting some damage as well on the passion, but
he's ready to win.
It's going to be a quick Echo Saber time in this game.
Du coup, en vrai, il me reste pas trop de balles derrière. Je pense que
That's
je
the
vais prendre
drums for Ramses. Ramses, he needs to get proactive, and so far they've done a great job of getting him involved with those kills up top.
Oh, Glimpse? Oh, they got the Viper.
They do. They trap him deep in the Static Storm. The damage from Ramses more than enough to kill him off.
That's a mid tower too. Really nice rotation by Solo.
You've got to watch out for these solo players. I mean, he just in the past there was that patch. He is the disrupt. He is. It's him. He has given us so many games in the past on Disruptor, and you know there was a point where it was just every game. If you didn't ban it, they would pick it.
Ban Disruptor. Ban Disruptor. Good times.
Midas. There we go. There we go.
Interesting to see, actually, EG moved all 4 heroes to defend the mid targets. The mid tower is really important. It just controls the Roche area. You can't really make efficient smokes if this mid tower is still alive, so I love to see that move, actually.
And they're taking it. Yeah, they're taking VPs without any contest.
Exactly. VPs, I think they had a blackout in their brain or something. They're actually just farming all side lanes and jungle. Like, they just let their mid tower go to solo Sven. Like,
they gotta be careful, VP, man. As now bottom, S4's, he's got the Ravage available. See if he wants to pop it for Passion. No, won't try and hold him back. It is just him and Flight. Roger is under the cover of Vendetta.
Oh, he's gonna burn them down.
Oh, will they notice?
Oh, he's gonna get him.
Oh, he's got him.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, love it.
Easy kill.
Easy.
That's my favorite kind of kills.
Yeah.
You're just burning him down slowly with Iron Shell.
The thing is, you got to wonder if Fly realizes, like, hang on, I'm losing HP.
It is actually hard to realize.
It is, yeah.
Like, if you're watching
there's no animation, your HP's just going.
Yeah, it's just going down. You're watching some other part of the map. Oh shit, I'm low HP. Help. Put sentry down. Ravage.
Let's see. There's no one. 1200 towards the relic. I mean, we certainly got a game on our hands here. 13 minutes in, as everybody's getting the ball rolling. Nobody is out of this game at the moment.
This is definitely more evenly matched game this time around.
And talking about, you know, the build, this is also, you know, perfect from Ramses. Phase drums, just straight BKB. He knows with that BKB, he gets on top of someone. What are you going to do? You have to have the Viper Strike. That's it. That's the only way you hold him back.
Yeah, it gives him more time to actually do stuff in the fight. Yeah. He doesn't need to rely on his ult that much anymore. That's a nice solo tower.
I mean, he's playing it to a T.
I like how he's just solo pushing top tower, just killing tier 1 alone.
And Samael, high skill plays here. The jungling continues.
Yes.
The Viper life.
Oh, he's going for the Iron Shell play again. He's actually... Okay, that's more pinged it. Oh, I have an Invis guy on my ass.
There we go. Hey, and Arteezy's going to be there to help him out. And Roger, he may have overstepped the mark on this one, as he will die. Yeah. That didn't work out that time. S was a little bit tankier than a little old Fly Witch Doctor.
I would ravage him just to send him a message.
I'd ravage after he died. To send an even, you know, deeper message.
He had Arcane Run too, so it would have been worth it.
Yeah, why not? It's a pretty slow-paced game. We're 15 minutes in. It's just 7 for 5. Everybody's farming. Arteezy's just going to want to be hitting the creeps for a bit more.
Yeah, usually these stage games are a lot more slower-paced than the group stage games. Like, people usually want to take it more safe. Usually the games, like, literally just come down to, like, a couple of fights.
See? Just get kicked back into the clutches of the 3 of them, and they go for the TP. Iceforce trying to get around range of Static Storm, but he gets glimpsed. But he could have cancelled that TP, couldn't he?
Yeah, he could have.
He could have.
He just didn't.
He just didn't. He didn't want it.
That is a costly misplay.
As now the invis run down. It's going to be there again. Roger. He's on top of Arteezy. Fly and Arteezy will be able to separate. Roger trying to line up the stun, but there's backup. Samael's in. He's decided to now leave the jungle. He's got that Atos. He's ready to set up for action. Roger's dead. Fly makes sure of that, even dropping the death ward down as he gets revenge for when he died down bottom lane earlier.
Very little play. Arteezy didn't even run for the Nyx. He just hit the creeps to cleave the Nyx. cleave is so strong now too. It's buffed so many times.
It's the percent. What is it, got
90%. It's
90%.
100% damage on it.
Oh,
It's just incredible.
oh, it's a lot of cleave. S4. He's just dead. He's getting outplayed by Solo each and every time.
Oh, the catapult block too.
Solo getting these catches. I mean, that catches him out with a glimpse up top. He sort of mind gamed him, as you say. He could have pressed Ravage, he didn't. He saw Solo and he just got stuck. He didn't know what to do. Solo's disruptor, just striking fear into the eyes of him.
It's funny how these plays they escalate so quickly. Not popping Ravage top lane on the on the boundary rune to kill the Ursa, and now he just dies with the Ravage, and it feels like he's wasting a lot of time. And finally, VP is actually killing the Mir tier.
Oh, deny the tower? Oh, they didn't. But they got the bear.
The bear is so much gold on the EXP. It's 300 gold, 300 EXP. Is so. It's actually like when you play Necrophos against LD, you just Reaper the bear.
You Reaper the bear.
Yeah, you should definitely Reaper the bear. It's like a free hero kill.
I mean, it's a lot of money.
But I feel like VP's strategy has failed a little in this game. They pick Lone Lord mid, but they didn't push tier 1 mid early. It's just until now. It's
I guess that's the nature of going for the Midas on there first, you know, rather than
kind of, yeah. I feel like they should have moved more heroes on the catapult waves to mid lane to put some pressure and chip away the tower. Definitely a bit sloppy play from VP.
Yeah. Ramses, I mean, you can be sure that once he has the BKB, then they've got to go.
I mean,
like then you get the BKB, you get Roshan, you get the Aegis, and then you start going with the Ursa.
That's their main objective, actually. Get the BKB and go Rosh. Because the Barrier can tank the Roshan for the Ursa so he doesn't lose shade.
I'm going to find Solo. It's a good way to start the fight. They could take the Disruptor out. Solo will be gone. No threat of the Static Storm for 30 seconds. EG can now move over, take some of VP's jungle away from them. As Ramses very close to having that BKB done.
Yeah, he's definitely spamming his team. Don't take fight, just wait BKB.
And then when he has that, I mean, in these fights as the Ursa, you're popping BKB, who are you charging at? Who are you taking out?
Definitely Ursa, like these kind of heroes are designed to kill supports, and it's really important to actually focus down the supports because they're the squishiest, and they usually have the most utility in the team.
They've got those high impact spells.
Yes,
they get
usually carries and these offlaners, they have like couple spells, but you usually get it off because they're tanky and they have items. If you burst down like Witch Doctor without using Cask or Maledict or the heals even, it's very big.
Ouais, le manque d'air, là, il va être pénible.
And obviously Earthspear is just a beast if he stays in alive. Like, he uses the ulti and suddenly like the whole team starts burning down slowly, so... They just need to focus fire correctly.
Finished on the Darks here. We're seeing that pipe being built towards by S4. Mech as well, done on EG's side. So Mail's got it ready for the team.
Yeah, we're gonna get a really big fight soon.
It's really,
all the heroes are hitting their timings actually.
Well, BKB's nearly done on Arteezy.
Yeah,
everything's
Arteezy, BKB, Ursa, Lone Druid is getting Radiance now. It's like, I feel like in 2 minutes there's gonna be a big team fight. It's probably deciding the whole game actually.
So nice spike carapace from Roger. We'll hold back S4 and it's Mail's attempt. He's able to live another day as he walks off into the shadows. And yeah, this Radiance timing just about there. A few more creep waves and no one will have it. Looking at the position of the game, and the position of the heroes, he should not be tripped up on this final little bit of a hurt.
This is actually goal time for EG. They still don't have the Radiance, and it's really good timing to go. The lanes are pushed in bottom too.
Yeah. I guess it's a little scary though, right, as well for EG, because you know now if you choose to take a fight and you lose that fight, you're suddenly conceding Roshan as well, right? You're going to lose two objectives.
But you have to kind of play on your, like, you just have to win the fight, like, you know. It's
just win low.
Yeah, it's win low. Like, you got your, like, this is their best chance actually to win a fight. They got the BKB on Sven and Mech on probably Viper and goal time.
And the no Radiance on the Lone Druid.
Yes, that's the key. Yeah. Lone Druid is not going to be in this fight. It's good bounty room too.
S4's going to get found on the side, then that means he gets none of his spells off. That's the Tide Hunter gone. No potential for Ravage. Now Ramsey's BKB pop turns towards crit. Arteezy does get the cleave onto the Starks here, at least killing off one. But it's a 2-for-1 trade at the moment. Instant plays there from VP. S4 just caught in the wrong place as that Tide melts at the start of the fight. And Solo, he's going to be able to find another catch here. Brings back Fly with the glimpse. Arteezy and Samel. Arteezy's got to be a little careful. Doesn't have the BKB. Fly still alive. Should tick down to the Thunderstrike. Oh, no, he's will just survive actually the mech aura.
Mech region.
Yeah, it did it. It kept him up.
This actually favors VP a lot. They didn't have the Radiance. They actually took a favorable fight regardless. Now they get the Radiance. They have big timing.
I mean, how do you stop that from happening if you're EG? You just have to make sure that S4, he is not the one walking
I mean,
in.
I think they should play on one line. I mean, they have Viper, Sven, and Tide. If everything's clumped up, these heroes are just gonna rip through everything. But S4, for some reason, decided to go through the top side, and our team was on the river, and it's like, it's awkward. S4 should also realize, like, he can't really, like, he can't be this beefy Tide this game. Like, he needs Blink Dagger and the pipe to actually, like, the Static Storm gets dropped down on him. The passive doesn't help anymore. He just, like, disappears.
Yeah, he doesn't get any spells off.
Yeah. And the Ursa really trips through him at this point of the game.
Voilà, je suis loin d'avoir le.
And as you said, the next fight is not going to be any easier for EG. Having that Basher nearly done on the Ramses bear, and also having that Radiance on no one. Both of the bears are ready for action on VP's side.
I feel like the next 5 minutes are gonna favor VP a little, and then it's gonna skew down to EG's favor. I think VP has a bit better item timing right now, because the Sven doesn't hit that hard yet. But I feel like if Sven gets 1 or 2 more items, he's just gonna carry the game away.
Arteezy's still certainly in position to do that. Top of the net worth. We'll see if that changes. I mean, last game he easily kept up with the Midas Radiance Lone Druid. I mean, if anything, being on a Sven, it should be even easier for him than on the Lycan to keep up. So you can certainly expect Arteezy to just.
I mean, this is definitely one of Arteezy's best heroes.
Yeah. I mean, as you were saying to me earlier, it seems like this is the time for Arteezy to shine again. Arteezy Lycan, Arteezy Sven, the boy, he's back at the top.
Boy's back on the top. EG is not falling for VP's bait. Like, they push the bottom lane completely out with Spirit Bear, and they're waiting for TPs to go to this tier 2 to defend it, so they could get a Roshan. But EG didn't fall for it. Instead, they just traded tower on, like, damage on their tier 2 bottom. Now they're still around Roche, ready to contest this.
EG, they have to make a move soon. The Roche is falling pretty quick. I mean, they're not going to make a move. It's gone. I mean, there's no way they can do anything about this. VP's going to get the Roche and the Aegis without any movement from EG coming in. They'll look towards the Nyx Assassin outside the base, but Roger, he does not give a hoot.
Oh yeah, Roger actually made space just for the Roche. He just ran in, so they get the free Roshan.
Easy play there for VP.
It's kind of interesting though, like, this play indicates that they don't actually want to take the fight. Like, they feel weak.
And now they try and take the fight.
Yeah.
BKB's popped. Ramses, he just TP's out. He'll avoid the smoke play. The bear, though, may not be as fortunate. They do get the stun upon him, as Lone Druid is going to lose his animal by the looks of it. 300 gold going the way of, I believe, Fly there to the Maledict tick. So it's that's a juicy payout for the Witch Doctor. Yeah, I mean, why, if you're EG, are you not? Do you think they were just totally unaware that Roshan was going down?
I think they didn't realize it's going down so fast. They wanted to take the fight, but the Nyx running in and just giving his life away for the Aegis, it indicates like VP doesn't want to take fight. But I feel like it's a mistake right now, because I don't think they're gonna scale harder than EG. Like, I've seen this matchup Sven versus Ursa so many times. Sven late games just rips through Ursa. What can you do? It's like 4k HP carry Sven, like hitting you is like help.
Yeah, because I get you just jump in, you pop the ult and the W, your swipes are off, and then it's like okay, and then you're attacking as slow as hell. You don't kill him in that initial burst, or you don't get anywhere near to kill him.
Yeah, I actually think Sven is the counter to Ursa too. Like, you have so much strength, you pop the shield for your teammates, your supports, they don't get bursted by Ursa anymore. They become so tanky.
VP.
Ramses leading the way.
You get the courier, so EG will be aware that VP are coming with the wrap round. Ramses, he's just going to charge straight in. They'll hold him back first with the stun. Now he puts the BKB. He'll look towards S4. They want to get rid of this Tide Hunter before any sort of Ravage comes out. Gets glimpsed to the side of S4. He's trying his best to run away. He is still alive for now. On the backline, though, EG jump in. The Ravage will be used to control the Ursa. Arteezy in the river with the BKB pop. He'll kill off no one. That's the Lone Druid dead. Ramses does find the Tide, but EG, they're still good to continue to fight as they'll look for Passion. Nice vacuum into the Static Storm, but Arteezy is beefy enough to just turn and start slamming them down with the God Strength. That's the Aegis gone on the Ursa. They'll look to take him down a second time for sure. Roger will fall. Double kill for Crit. EG taking them down. Ramses is trying to fight the Sven. The bounty rune will be denied actually by the Centaur, but Sumail has the poison down upon the bear. This Ursa cannot fight against this damage as EG take the fight.
Yeah, it was really scrappy fight for VP. I think they split up too much and they couldn't really burst the Tide fast enough.
Franchement, Alors je fais top 1 mais je
went
suis même
all
pas
downhill
heureux,
there.
genre ça me fume. tu vois,
Losing
genre.
4 heroes like that, sure they got some kills, but we're starting to see the beginning of the problem you say, where this Sven, it's how do you tackle him?
Yeah, you can see here, like the Ursa realized, like he actually just has to pop PKB. He tries to kill the Tide. The glimpse wasn't that good, and he just couldn't kill him. Tide still got his spells off, and meanwhile EG is just flanking the backlines. There's like 3 Lone Lord kills. RTC says thank you and just smacks down the Lone Lord.
And I don't know if it would make much of a difference, but you could have that glimpse actually glimpsed the Tide back in range of Sumail's mech. And that burst heal actually stopped him from dying in that initial burst. So the glimpse kind of worked against them then. Whether it would make a difference, who knows, but...
I mean, I feel like VP is not using their spells together too.
Well, hang on.
That's
wait.
the kill.
Okay.
That's the kill.
All right, back in the game, RTZ.
Oh, give him the tip. Ramses is mad.
That's
really
definitely, that's tip-worthy there. What was it, he was out on his own?
Yeah, he's just okay, we got into the game, back to the game, okay,
Yeah.
Ortiz is dead.
Yeah, I mean, you just killed the Sven.
I would love to see this Darkseer and Nyx playing
Dude,
together. Like,
que je me suis acheté.
Darkseer pings where he's gonna vacuum all the heroes and just impale on spot. And
Yeah, we're not
take
seeing
the
that.
team fight. Like,
We're not seeing that
I
yet.
feel like they don't actually want to use their spells together. Like, what's up with
Ça,
that?
c'est
Like,
pas le
the,
petit
feels like the
déj, là,
synergy is
qu'on-
not there right now.
No, we've only seen sort of one vacuum into a static. So I think we've only seen one vacuum this game, really. There's not been the combo otherwise with anything else. But now VP grouping up and pushing. They know Sven's dead for 20 seconds. They want to at least get a tier 2 tower out of this middle lane. S4 does have the Ravage back up in 5 seconds. Roger's already there with the wraparound, has his eyes on Crit. Crit will be able to kick the Nyx assassin up to the high ground. VP continuing to push. They have lost the creeps though for now. Now they're back in. They should... Oh, so they've got to be a little careful with the bear. The bear's dying. It's not nice. Let's see if S4 can get in on anything. They will push them away from that tier 2 tower. RTZ back to farm. Getting the AC online next. It's that level 18. I mean, this is Sven still continuing to be very, very farmed.
I feel like this AC is gonna be the turning point for EG. They only just have to wait for it, and I feel like it's gonna be an easy game.
I mean, because at that point, does it sort of come down to a bit of a similar problem as last game, that VP just don't have the damage to... As you look at their heroes, you look at the heroes on EG, it's like, what's the damage? It's the Ursa locking down on one hero, and then what?
Yeah, exactly. Then what happens? Like, I don't know. It's like, it's a good question. I feel like EG has drafted better scaling lineups both games so far. And they just play naturally, like, they trade kind of even or early mid game, and then late game come, and their heroes actually just become straight up better. That's kind of the problem with playing Lone Druid. You actually need to close out the game in 30 minutes, or otherwise, like, I mean, you're a top net worth carry, 14k, and your bear is still like, it does 150 damage if you click on it. It's 150 damage. So Sven has like 400 damage.
It does feel odd, it does.
Yes.
And especially when you have to go these items like the pipe for your team, it's just sort of what game are you trying to play as this Lone Druid. You're not playing to end in the first 30 minutes. You know, with this itemization, it looks like they're intending to scale on, but that's not going to work. Obviously, it's going to be very hard to make work. I think a lot of emphasis
it's hard to make work. I mean, Lone Druid 2 is like, it becomes weaker gradually, but when it hits like the 60-minute mark, it becomes strong again, funnily enough. Like, these talents in the game, they make the game so that the heroes scale differently now. It used to be like Animage counters Medusa and like these like basic rules of Dota 2, but now they gave them talents, like they can change the nature of the heroes. So it's a lot different. For example, like Lone Druid gets free BKBs on 25, and the ratting becomes like really annoying at 60 minutes in. And
which I get, you know, that's one of the beauties of the game at the moment, because you get to the stage where it's not like, oh, we're at a point where we can't win. It's, oh, we're at a point where we can't win, but if we get to this next sort of progression in our hero, we can turn the tables.
Yeah. It's funny enough, like these talents are sometimes timings for like people. Like if you get a certain talent on some hero, it really changes the nature of the hero all of a sudden.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
CEG starting to take some easier objectives. The tier 1 tower top's going to be the focus. Same time, VP will come back into the mid lane. They'll finish off what they started, get that tier 2 tower taken down.
Yeah, nothing really happening here. Both teams sticking as 5. VP even smoked up, but didn't find anyone. It's really obvious to like read these moves. Like one guy's pushing one lane deep, and like obviously the other guys have smoked behind him.
Such a careful game really from both teams at the moment. Just 13 to 13 at 30 minutes in. You can see on the net worth, though, S4, he's starting to slip behind as the Tide. Is this much of a worry that the Tide is getting, you know, he's not keeping up in farm, or can he still get it what he needs to be done?
Think he still has the Ravage, and now he has Ghost Scepter is actually a key item against Ursa. Now he can actually live through the Static Storm. Like, he doesn't need to be worried about dying, since magic damage is not enough for him this game. I think the items on S4 are definitely on point here.
Comment veux-tu?
It's mid lane. It's easy. So we'll go for this. Has eyes on Roger. Roger will be able to hold back this fan with the Yules. Still though, Crit's going to continue to follow up. Rolls in. They'll get the kill on the Nyx Assassin. They get that pick off.
Can I ask it?
J'ai pas vu la boutique.
Jure, est-ce qu'il a mis trop? They almost got the AC finish, right?
Oh, he's got it.
He got it.
He's just got it. So this Sven, I mean, Arteezy is once again absolutely doing it with his performance in this second game. He's hitting all the timings. He's staying at the top of the net worth.
Yeah, this is peak timing for EG for sure.
They're so strong at the moment if they go. Because you're at a point where you've got that AC on the Sven, and the AC for the Lone Druid's still a bit of a pipe dream.
Yeah.
He's not going to have it for a good few more minutes. Yeah. So we'll see what EG do with this time. I mean, at the same time, how long are we looking on Roche? Is Roche still...
They kind of have to be waiting for the Roche.
Yeah.
It's hard to force these objectives. It gives very good angles for the defending teams to take the fight. And high ground is just hard to push nowadays. People have so much outspam, like all kind of nukes on you when you start pushing, and suddenly you're like low HP and you don't really want to do it. It's easy to flank high ground pushing teams too.
And you would say as well that EG at this point, there's not really a lot of pressure. Like, they can sort of take it chill.
Definitely no pressure on EG.
Yeah. They can slow it down as much as they need.
The problem with slowing down is sometimes you get caught when you try to slow down the
sure,
game.
if you relax too much.
Sometimes you relax too much and suddenly the game goes out of hand for you.
Ramses is going to be searched for. Plus the BKB, he tries to commit straight on to S4. The BKB still going. See if he can actually get anyone killed off during this duration. They have to be careful. And now S4 pots the Ravage out. Easy jumps in straight away onto the Darkseer. This Darkseer in a lot of trouble. He has got another surge to get himself away, but he's been rooted, held in place. Will turn with the vacuum. The Static Storm is down on the rear of the stun. Follow for Roger, but is there any more damage there from VP? I don't think there is. They've lost the Darkseer. It was a nice combo from VP, but there just wasn't any further follow-up. As now EG, they'll turn towards the Nyx Assassin. He'll try and run himself away, but a roll forward from this Earth Spirit allows them to close the gap. It's still able to turn and get the stun off Roger, so Roger will actually survive. They do manage to find S4. That VP they're actually sort of turning this one around.
Yeah.
They're going to look to S4. He's got that Ghost Scepter. Silence on the Bear. Ursa does have the ult available. Glimpse on S4 brings him back up to the high ground. He'll slide down to low ground, being forced down. S4 still alive. Arteezy. He's going back in. He's got a stun again, but the Yule's dodge. He'll be able to dodge the stun with that Yule Scepter on Roger's Nyx Assassin. Roll forward from Crit. He gets rooted immediately. Can they kill any of these heroes, though, VP? They're still poking and prodding at EG. Arteezy moves forward. Another stun onto the two of them. Ramses is trying to get his claws in on them. They'll back off to the shrine.
Oh, Darkseer is back.
EG, they've got to be a little careful.
Their stuns now.
They're still trying to commit here, EG. There's the BKB back up again. Ramses toes with the stun straight down on. There's the vacuum dragging them back into the kinetic field, holding them down. Arteezy, though, he has the BKB ready again. Turns towards the Ursa. Ramses, he has the ult. Gets the bash onto Fly. Fly forced up to the high ground. Fly still alive, but Ramses surged up. Will chase him down, but the stun. Arteezy keeps Fly safe. Fly's still alive. As VP just can't get the kills.
Somehow nobody died in this fight. It's like people going at each other, but no one's dying.
No one is dying.
What the hell?
I mean, not even no one is dying.
Exactly.
He stayed alive.
Not even him.
It was 13-13 a minute ago. Now it's 14-15. Only like 3 people died in that fight.
This really feels bad, man. As a lone wolf player, though, your bear is dead for 50 seconds, and you just have to like kind of chill. Wait for the next bear, and even then you want to wait for another bear. When one dies, you know, you can resummon it. It's like EG kind of is aware of these. They know that the bear just died and he doesn't have resummon there, so they really want to re-go here.
Yeah, they're ready to go. They will now the top to the middle lane. And Roche is up, so EG, they'll move towards the safe and easy objective if they want to. It looks like they still want to try and favor finding a kill with that timing in mind.
Yeah, it's easier to Roche when you kill one hero. It's gonna be 4v5 fight if they start the contest.
They've got the stun.
Oh, nice.
On to the Darkseer. Is there any way the patch can get out? It will force the side. Has the grease popped. They'll keep Pasha at a safe distance.
Nothing really happening here.
Après, on s'en fout.
It was good kill attempt, but they couldn't quite get it.
Is under attack.
Déjà de 1 c'est le jeu et de 2 pourquoi ça serait le leur et pas le nôtre.
EG still very much ready to go. They have Crystallis on Arteezy. Solo's going to step too far forward. Rodovatos is there. There's no saving that disruptor.
Classic solo moment, going solo warding and like finding 5 heroes. I've seen that so many times.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
It's not necessarily bad, but
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Let's see as EG. They still want to find more before going for that roast. Mid lane Pasha.
yeah, the disruptor is kind of useless at this point of the game.
Unless they saw, yeah, with the BKBs, I guess
Yeah,
it's
with the
really hard.
BKBs, like the impact is very low, and the pipe on the tide is like feels like his damage is mediocre. He's only really in these kind of situations that you're winning the fight and you're chasing off the last targets. At the moment, VP doesn't really have what it takes to win the fight, since once the BKB wears off on Ursa, the Viper is just gonna put his Neurotoxin down, and the Ursa doesn't get Furious Vibes anymore, and kind of the whole point of the hero, like doing damage with his Furious Vibes, is just gone.
It's going to be so hard, especially with that E-Blade picked up on Samael. Anyone that Ramses tries to lock down on, you're going to have that Ghost Form that's going to be able to be sent out to them defensively too.
Suma plays really fantastic supporting role. Like support core role, like he really actually understands this role.
He's having a much better impact this game on his Viper for sure.
Yeah, he understands like what's his job in the game. Like his job is just to stay alive, poison the Ursa, and that's it.
One lane, VP, they'll get a tier 2 tower, but it is going to be a trade that EG comes out on top of, as they'll just take the Rose shot. Aegis picked up for Arteezy, Samael's got the cheese ready to go.
I'm interested, there is no face boost on Bear. I think that's a misplay. Usually this choice of boost is like the best boost on the Spirit Bear actually.
Yeah, because you got to, surely for the slot, it's always worth to. If you're walking around with brown boots at 37 minutes in, it's just not effective.
Yeah, it's on any carry it's kind of awkward if your carry is running with the brown boost.
But as it is, I guess no one just favouring saving up the gold for bigger things still at the moment. He had the Aghanims done for Ramses, so he'll have that sort of high uptime ready to go in with the ult. And also, of course, that ability to react to any sort of stuns.
Yeah, the game is really in an awkward point for VP right now. EG has Aegis and all the cards in their hands, and you're kind of like, they're kind of like trying to look for the angle in this game, like what's the winning condition for this game, and I think they really don't know themselves. So I think they're gonna aim for the split push method, but at the same time, it's like split push is so dead nowadays. Like it's so hard to split push people. Like people are gotten so much better at Dota. It's like the good old alliance times when you could split push your way to win it's non-existent anymore.
Your enemies are, well, certainly at least at this level, are just not going to make those mistakes. Let that happen again.
They're looking to burst on the Viper.
Just walk up to the high ground. They have with the Abyssal Blade knockdown.
Almost didn't finish him. That was a close one.
They get some mail. See if they can get more Ramses. He's heading over to the mid. They do have the stun control on S4. There's the ghost step. S4 will be able to back off. There's going to be a buyback from Samael. EG want to try and take this fight. Crit rolls forward. Arteezy's in with the stun onto Roger. Bam! The crits come through. And that's going to be a dead Nix's out of the vacuum. Into the static stun. S4 in trouble. S4's dead. The tide is gone. He has got buyback. He may have to use it. We'll see if he feels sort of pushed to do so. They're trying to get the bear out of here. Ramses, he's got ult back up in 5 seconds. He's surged up. Can he get away? The Rodovator's holding him down. The ult back in a second. Is it going to be there soon if he has got it? And that, is it enough to keep him alive? Crit rolls forward, kicks him back, they'll get the kill. Ursa is dead.
Why is Laundry in the base?
What?
This is in the enemy base.
No.
Okay. Oh, at least he got the flag kill. Worth it. Oh, so man is like, okay, let's kill the bear first for the, you know, get the money in and kill the hero after.
Oh no.
Oh what? He destroyed some item actually.
No, he didn't.
No?
Did he? I mean,
I thought he did. I thought he dropped like Blightstorm or something into the ground.
Nah, he still goes
I think we need an Easter.
Did he? He's not too. He wouldn't do that in an official.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
I mean, if you say it, it has to be true, you know?
He's a professional gamer, him, Atta.
Yes. For sure, for sure.
But you've got to certainly feel the frustration at the moment from VP in terms of how they can actually sort of get this game going back their way. It's so hard. Did he drop anything? What did he have?
All right, it's coming. It's coming.
It's coming. Oh, he probably dropped the branch. I think he dropped the branch. He dropped the branch.
I knew it.
It's a sign. The GG branch.
3-2-2. 3-2-2.
I didn't even see it. It just disappeared on the floor.
Yeah, he just killed it.
Yeah, just dropped the branch.
Radiant's middle tower is
Minus 25 gold.
The efficiency in the farm slowed down. As now EG pushing in the mid, tier 2 towers taken.
Actually, now I know why he did it. He made a sacrifice to the gods to win this game.
Maybe it will work. Maybe it will work.
C'est fort de ouf, mais je me dis...
It'll be a bit of a long shot.
Que la PM, c'est trop fort aussi.
But at this point in time, VP certainly need everything they can get.
Look at that tower, it's just fucking Arteezy.
It's just gone.
Et ça met 90.
Yeah, Arteezy's fan.
Ah d'ailleurs, je sais même pas si tu peux...
Ramsey's just trying to build to survive. Satanic's queued up next on the Ursa. Still definitely the damage issue there for VP overall, though. In terms
it's kind of common theme of this game. These games is VP picks Lone Druid lineups that don't really like have damage. I mean, it's kind of a big problem if your player like 2 position doesn't do much damage. Same with like the Puck. They had Puck. They didn't do that much damage. Now they have like Lone Druid again. It's like it's okay, but it doesn't really do that much damage. It's only the Radiance Burn, and if the enemy team has Greaves Pipe, you feel like useless. Because it's just Pipe of Greaves just negates all the damage.
And it's again sort of that point in the game where you look at Crit, he's starting to get BKB, and when the supports are getting BKBs, you know it's going to be hard.
Yeah, the Earthspear is rocking the gold minute talent. You know, in all these heroes like Podge, Earthspear, you get the gold minute talent, and all of a sudden you feel like the king.
He's certainly doing Crit, certainly will be right now. He's going to know that EG have a firm hold on this game at the moment.
I think the biggest advantage if you have if you have the map for yourself, like after 40 minutes you can control both the 2 runes. It's actually really important. Like these runes have so much impact to the game. Like Arcane rune on Viper or DD rune on Sven or even a Haste rune on Sven is like, it's just incredible fighting power every time.
Wow.
Usually at this point you should actually just buy 1 bottle for a hero just to carry it on and to give your carry or mid laner to just pop it in the fight, and it's like a free item.
And dude though, that could be the item. Solo, if he gets that Aghanims.
Aghanims?
If he gets that Aghanims and he stops those BKBs.
That is true.
You know,
that's their timing actually.
Stop that Ghost Scepter.
Yes.
Stop, yeah, you know, the everything. They get the vacuum into Aghanim Static Storm.
If I make vacuum into Centaur Stomp, into Nyx Stomp, into the Disruptor ulti kinetic field, I can see them win actually.
Can you see this?
I can see.
You look into the future, you can see that happening.
I can see this. It has to start with the 5-man vacuum this time though.
Well, let's see.
If Sven is out of the thingy, he will just kill anyone. That's the problem.
He's just walking with BKB.
Yeah, look at him, he's like...
He's got a butterfly. He's got the evasion, he's got that attack speed. He's hitting these crits for over 1k. Arteezy, again, another stellar performance, 6-1 and 10. Believe in the last game he only died the once as well.
Such a solid player. Oh no,
so
yeah,
close.
gonna miss his down.
So close. Oh, the glimpse! Oh, you popped that BKB for this one. A Solo will fall. I mean, if they could have got that Aghanims.
All the hope is gone.
It's slowed down heavily. He's 400 gold. I mean, has he got anything that he can sell? What's he got? He could probably sell something, right, to get the Aghanims. Sell your boots. Sell your wand.
I don't think you're selling anything.
Is it not that point of the game? I mean...
yeah, I don't think so. I mean, you could, but I think he needs to buy back here, so that's the problem.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, he could sell everything except the Aghanims. That's the play, I guess.
Trying to go on the Tide. Get the glimpse back onto S4, into the stun. Can they kill this Tide off? They're focusing him down. He will be forced back. BKB on the bear.
BKB until nothing happens.
Yeah. He's keeping it on top of S4. Stopping him from really getting in. As they've got to shove that Darkseer back out of there. They will. They'll get Pasha back up to the high ground. Arteezy now turns, stun onto the bear. They do get the glimpse back onto the Viper. There's the vacuum static storm. They got the 3 of them, but the Ghost Force popped. The BKB's popped as well on crit, so they don't really care too much about the static storm. There's the Ravage from S4, sending the tentacles out. Pasha will die. He has got buyback, uses it immediately. EG, they're still stepping forward, stun out onto the Disruptor. Ramsey's trying to get those swipes up onto Arteezy, but he just cannot stand toe-to-toe with this Sven as EG up to the high ground, on towards the bear being forced away. Arteezy commits with the BKB. Ramses is trying his best to fight back, but he's in the Nether Toxin. He cannot get those stacks up. They will get the stun from Roger onto the 2 of them. Ramses is back in, but again has to back off immediately. He cannot lock down onto a target. EG get the space to take the range racks. And looks to be the melee racks as well here in the middle lane. As Pasha, more vacuum, only the stun follow up onto the tide.
Just hit the tide.
It did nothing. That's Ramses. Does look to S4. S4 is going to be feared down to the low ground though by the lone Druid Bear. So EG, they'll get that Rax and will get out with no casualties.
I like how Sume is just throwing Nether Toxin and just hanging out with the boys. Got nothing to do.
That's the Viper life, you know.
Oh. I wonder if this is how my gameplay looks every game, actually. I was just there.
I'm afraid it is, yeah. It's not impressive.
Now that I look at it myself, you know, I was like, oh man, this is so boring. It's like he just throws Nether Toxin, puts some poison in them.
I mean, when you're in the game, is it much more high intense as a Viper?
I think in the game,
I got those creeps good.
It's more fun, honestly. You just throw the Nether Toxin and the creeps just die and you get gold.
Yeah.
Happiest feeling in the world.